All right, these are some of my thoughts on this 1851 Colt Navy replica made by Pieta, brass framed, 44 caliber. A gun of complete fiction. But what do I think of this thing? As you can see, I have a Remington here. This is a friend's that I've halfway fixed for him. Cylinder was all locked up when I got it. Now the action moves, but it doesn't line up on the nipple. So I'm working on that. But this gun is pretty awesome, honestly. I know a lot of people, when they talk about muzzleloading revolvers, they prefer the Colts. And having been a Remington guy and having only had a Remington, the only other gun that I've had is a Colt Walker, and I hated that thing pretty much. But that doesn't really count. I mean, this is what people talk about when they talk about the Colts. They talk about this, the 1851 Navy. This gun, you know, they always talk about something when it comes to these Colt Navies. And as soon as I picked it up, I immediately had the same exact thought. I'm like, wow, this gun is fucking awesome to point. Like, it is just very pointable. The grip is just natural as fuck. It's great. Honestly, it's great. It's a really awesome grip. And that's what everyone says when they talk about this freaking gun right here. They're like, the grips are awesome. And I was like, nah, I mean, it's just a grip. Like, how can that be like a big deal? Like, on this Remington here, you know, you basically, you hold the Colt like this. And you can't do that for the Remington because it's hard to freaking manipulate the hammer from back here. If you want to hold it, you know, whatever, you can't really reach. So what I see people do who are familiar with Colts, they hold it like this, they readjust their grip, they cock it, and then they readjust the grip back. And I always make fun of them for that because they look stupid as hell. What you got to do is you got to hold it higher. You got to really hold it higher. You see, I made the finger grooves kind of cut out to emulate that. Hold it as high up as you can. I would like to hold it back here, but you know, you can't because you guess you can, but I usually hold it right around here. And I always say that it's a good thing because the recoil goes, you know, as my arm's getting pretty tired holding up these guns. The closer your hand is, like the higher up on the gun it is, the more it's in line with the barrel. And that recoil goes back into your arm. Instead of going, if you hold it back here and you fire, it's going to go up like this. But if you hold it up like this, that recoil is just going to go straight into your arm. Another thing too is you could put your thumb on the back of the recoil shield and point. And it's fine and all. I just can't describe what it is about this Colt that is just so much better. It's just great, honestly. It's pretty weird. It's magical almost because I picked it up and I'm like, I can see what everyone's talking about. I hand it to my dad and he's like, yeah, this grip is definitely a lot better. And the funny thing my dad said, see, I don't really have that problem. The problem, he held it. He has big hands. He's like, you know, the grip could be a little longer. And I thought that was funny because that's exactly what everyone thought, and that's exactly what Colt thought. And when they made the 1860 Army, they made the grip longer. I think that's the only thing that they changed with the grip profile. And I think they kept the exact same grip profile for the single action armies. So I got to try out the single action armies because that's the ultimate shit right there. Very pointable. It's nice. Another thing too is that this gun is a lot lighter. I don't know if that's because it's just a brass frame or if the 1851s are just lighter. I mean, it is a open top revolver, so I guess there's just less mass here as compared to this closed frame of this revolver. But this being lighter means that it is way more easy and fun to do revolver spinning with it. So I'm definitely gonna have to get one of these.